Mm, do I look creepy? I think I look creepy. Well, anyways, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joji and I hope you guys are having a good day just like me. So today's video is interesting because as you guys can see me on the camera, I'm wearing a makeup, but I think something is missing. So if you can tell, definitely something is missing. This thing. So my brow is not filled out, but the rest are all done. So I think this is pretty obvious that today's video is going to be how I do my brow. If you guys are having a hard time trying to make your brows look equal or look even, or just overall the height and the way how it sits on your face, I'm gonna show you step by step today how I do my brow. And I know my brow is not the same, it's normal. So thankfully we have makeup lately that we could try to make them similar as much as possible. That's what I'm gonna show you guys today. And as you can see, I have nothing on my brow. I just have everything but nothing. This is really for you guys who are very obsessed with their brows and they just want their brows to look on fleek all the time. So enjoy the video and let's jump into it. So what I love making my brow is I just follow my own shape, and if you wanna change your brow sometimes, it's okay, you can do that, but the better you master your brow, it's good, right? Everything is perfect. So I'm gonna show you the products that I'm gonna use today. So this one is from Anastasia. It's a deep brow pomade and my color is deep brown. The reason why I have a deep brown color, because my hair is really black and sometimes they almost look like a deep blue. So I think this is a perfect match for me. I like to have a little small angle brush because I could really control the lines that I'm making. The other one that I have here is like this spoolie, and then it has this brush on the end so that I could really see my brow as what I'm doing. So it's very easy, guys. This is the only tools that I'm using. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to use this spoolie to stroke my hair upwards so that I could see they're not all crumbled, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to use my small angle brush to dip small amount of product into the pot. So don't put too much because it's a gel. And again, if you guys preferred to have a pencil, you can also do that. But for me, if I like my brow to be sculpted and to be more precise, I like using the gel. You just have to be careful on how much product you put. And I'm gonna discuss later if we put too much. I'm gonna show you how to kind of tone it down. I always have this tissue in here so that before I apply the brush into my brow, I always make sure that there's not a lot of excess product. So I like to do that. And also, when trying to do your brow, always remember to see which one is your favorite shape. For me, I always like to do this on my right side because I like the shape, and later on I'd like to just copy the other side. So I always go with the ones that it's easiest to carve. Okay, so again, I dip in there and then I'm gonna start right in the middle. So this is how I do my brow. I always start in the middle and I could see the frame. So I'm gonna start just right on the bottom. So I wanna put like a really light stroke in there, and just to see the line and what shape I would want. And you wanna make sure when you draw your brow, your brush is doing this exactly when you're writing or when you're drawing, because if you want the line to be precise, you need your brush to go like this. And then if you guys notice also the way I hold the brush, it's really closer to the tip so I can get that full control. So I'm gonna do this and start shading the middle because I already got this like a nice line in here. By just doing that in the middle, you could already see where your brow goes, what shape is kind of like peeking through, and that's so easy to draw right after because it's like your guide. So then dipping in one more time, little bit, not too much. And then going into the tail, and again very light stroke and precise. And then this is where you decide how much longer you want with your brow, and then going in on the upper right there. So I could see that this is like a nice length to my brow, but I don't like it's a little bit too thin for me. So I kind of like to overshadow or overdraw a little bit. I would do it more on the top because I have a hooded eyes and I don't want to take any space from my crease to my brow. Obviously we want that space for eyeshadow or highlighter or anything. So I'd like to overdraw my brow on the upper part, going into there and start making that line precise and sculpt. This is where it really comes to how much you want your brow, because you are drawing like a new line to make it a little bigger. Okay, so now that I finished this middle again and a little bit on the wing, any excess from this brush, I'm not gonna put any product because we don't want this to be dark and looking like square, okay? That's no, 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 no. So I'm going to use any excess from this brush to kind of shade the front area. As you guys see, I did really carefully lined out my brow and taking time to brush it. So as you can see that like it's starting to kind of like lighter to darker. Also like move a little back, look at the brow and see which area, what line you need to adjust. So now going into the bottom, a very, very, very light touch in there to make like a nice sharp line or like sculpted. But again, this brush has a little bit of product in there. Okay, so did you guys see that line that I just draw under here, which makes the brow just like that? Brow is something that we want, right? Like, tell me, this is a perfect brow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead onto the other side and I will show one more time step by step in case you did not get anything from here, because like I said earlier, this was the easy for me. So I'm gonna show you how I achieve this side, which is the difficult one, and it's like not the same shape as this. So this becomes really a little bit more trickier, but I'm gonna show you that, guys. And I also decided to bring you just a little bit more closer to my face because I feel like that wasn't enough zoom, that you guys couldn't see the details that I am talking about. So now make sure that this brush is just a tiny bit amount of product because we are just making that guideline one more time. Okay, now in this brow, because this is a little bit like here in this area, it has like hair missing, so I'm trying to create that nice hair or like nice shadow in there, so that's equal to this side. So I'm just gonna draw just a little bit below the hair area. So there. So as you guys can see, I already get that like line in there because I want that as my guideline. So now I'm going through a little bit in front of it, just lightly blend that. And again, the position of the brush is really important. You do not want your brush to be like that, too flat, or like that. You want it to be exactly the same as where you are trying to create the line. Okay, now I'm very content with this shape. So now I'm going to do the other line on the upper part. So right here in the middle, start the line in there and then follow the shape, filled in the middle. Just use anything that's on the brush, use that to fill in. Because again, this is a gel brow, it has a lot of pigment in it. Remember, when you are trying to draw or to fill in your brow or to decide what line, your pressure should be really light, especially when you're trying to make a tail. So now that I have that one, I'm going to go through in the front, doing the same thing as what I did earlier into the first one and filled in the area. Okay, so now looking into the mirror again, see if they're equal, and I think that's pretty good. Hey, I hope you guys, oh, see, okay, this is the perfect moment where I can show you how to clean that up, because I just dip into it and then I just like, because I get distracted. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab this spoolie and then show you how to clean that. So when you make that mistake, you do not want to take your angled brush and start putting that or trying to blend that into the skin, because it will just make your brow really dark, really strong. I think the product in there is already enough. So you want to take your spoolie and then carefully try to get rid of that. Make sure that you're not spreading the product. So that's how I do it when I clean my brow. If I feel like I put a lot of product or made a mistake, that is clean. So that big blob was gone. But of course, right after that, you kind of like create that like gap in there, because some of those spoolie get rid some of the product. So you want to go one more time again with your angled brush and finish that up. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of adjustment here, because as I see, that side is a little bit darker. Like my brow is just like, oh my god, that is so easy and simple and quick. But for you guys who just trying to start, I know this is not easy, but just keep doing it. I promise to you, one day you will just snatch that brow. That is all done, guys. Like, that was really easy, and I think I should unzoom you, because face is too close to your face right now. I'm gonna give you a little bit of technical side for makeup. So when you're trying to do your brow, a lot of people, sometimes they are not sure where to start and where to end. This is a very, very simple logic. Okay, so you grab your brush or whatever, pencil or anything. So when you try to draw your brow, you're wondering, where should I start and where should I end? Grab your brush, and then where your nostril is, like right here. So you place that in there, and then the corner of your eyes and the nostril, and that should be straight. That's where your brow should start, same as on the other side. And then also, where should your brow end? So you're gonna get the brush again right into the corner of your nostril right here on the bottom, and then the corner, like outer corner of your eyes, and then that should where your brow end. So like you guys see, that's the technical side of all of this brow thing, so that it sits even into your face. It's balanced in everything from your nose, mouth to eyes. That's just the way how you do it. It's gonna look good. Oh, another thing, yes, when you try to do your brow, of course, this is a very obvious thing that we always have to remember, and it's just really going to help you a lot more when you're starting with a clean canvas. Your brow should not have a lot of grown hair, like little hair. It's just always better when your brow looks clean and polished, because when you try to apply your makeup, it's just gonna slide. It's easy. You could see the actual shape of your brow, so it's easy to just make a guide. Make sure that they're like, you trim them. If you know how to trim them, you could, but if not, also I could show this in this video. Just comment down below if you want me to show you how I actually trim my brow. And that's it for my brow tutorial today, guys. So leave a comment down below how you did, if you ever want to recreate this tutorial, or leave a comment on what video you want me to do next time. Also give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe on my channel and hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload my next video. Thank you guys for watching, really appreciate it, and I'll see you again on my next one. Bye guys, love you.